Hello everyone, this is Dr. SWATI MISHRA from SURESH GYAN University's International School of Business Management, and I will be conducting some sessions with you on marketing management, which is a specially designed course for the BBA students. So as a part of the first session of marketing management, we will be going through some introductory part of marketing, wherein we will be learning some new terminologies of the marketing management, especially for the new learners who do not have too much of in-depth knowledge about marketing. This is a very important session, and you will be learning some new terminologies. You will be learning how to define marketing as a whole. So that is why I will be naming this session as the introduction to marketing. The main learning objectives behind this session are to get introduced to the core concept of marketing, to get acquainted to the basic terminologies of marketing. Along with that, this session is also aimed at learning about the main elements that affect marketing, and of course how to address those main elements which affect marketing. After completion of this session, the learners will be able to have a basic understanding of the market as well as the marketing. You will develop a clear understanding of the main marketing concepts and philosophies. So before we start, this is the first question I want to pose in front of you. What is a market? Mostly till you started learning about marketing or till you started understanding what is actually marketing, most of us have believed that market is a place where you get a big assortment of products available in front of you, which you can buy or which you can maybe exchange in return of some price that you are ready to pay for, and those products will of course satisfy your any particular need. But in marketing, a market is taken as something else. A market basically, according to marketing definitions, consists of all the potential customers who are sharing a particular need or a want, who might be willing to engage in that exchange activity, and who are actually able to pay for that later on, at least engage first and then pay for it, and satisfy their own needs and wants through them. So a market consists of, I'm once again repeating it for you, a market consists of all the potential customers sharing a particular need or want, who might be willing and able to engage in exchange to satisfy that need or want. And this definition is given by none other than the global marketing guru, Professor Philip Kotler. If we talk about the overall themes of marketing, there is a particular traditional marketing mix which addresses to the main elements which constitute together and form the marketing as a whole. So your traditional marketing mix has, of course, now been developed to some contemporary marketing mix, and some more elements have been added in it. But traditionally, from the very initial time, since marketing was, understood as a course or a subject to be learned and to be researched upon, ever since then, these are the four main elements which are shown in front of you on the screen, which are considered as the most integral elements of marketing, and they form the marketing mix. So whenever asked, you should address these marketing mix elements as the 4 P's of marketing. That is how we marketeers in a casual language talk about them. The marketing mix is addressed as the 4 P's of marketing. Now let's talk about what these 4 P's actually are. These 4 P's stand for product, price, promotion, and place. By product, I mean the offering which is offered by the brand, be it any tangible good, be it any intangible service, be it any idea, be it any celebrity which is getting associated with any brand. Also, a celebrity in itself is also considered to be a brand, right? Because they are they are promoting themselves as a celebrity, and there are special celebrity managers. So, of course, now let's move ahead towards the second P of marketing. The second P of marketing is nothing but the price that the customer is ready to pay for the, for acquiring the ownership of that product or the brand or the service that it wants to avail. So whatever price a customer is ready to pay, and whatever price that at which the brand or the seller is ready to sell the product for, of course, covering all sorts of costs that are engaged in producing that product, is known as the price. Then comes your third P, which is none other than promotion. Promotion is basically the advertising, or it actually includes advertising, promotional means, promotional tools, all sorts of sales promotions that are done, any kind of discounts, offers that are given away, any activity which is engaged in attracting the customers towards that brand, attracting the customers towards that particular offer, so as to increase your sales in the market. Sometimes the objective of promotion could be to just create awareness about the product. Sometimes it could be to enhance the goodwill of the product or the brand in the market. So there could be multiple reasons behind that promotion. And that is the third P of marketing. Let's move ahead and talk about the fourth P of marketing, which is place, which is actually used synonymously with distribution. By distribution, it is meant by making a product available at the right place at the right time, so that the customer can reach up to that product or visualize that product in the displays of the retail stores where the product is made available. So distribution in itself plays a very important role in marketing. And of course, today with the growing marketing and the growing e-marketing, distribution has its own importance, and it is so highly important. You just consider, if distribution was not considered and considered as one of the main P's of marketing, would the logistics and would the organizations who are surviving on the logistics and supply chain like Amazon, Flipkart, would they have been actually developed the way they are, and would they have been running the way they are today? So that is what is the key importance of the fourth P of marketing. Now let's move ahead and discuss as to what marketing is and how it is defined. Marketing is basically a process that is managerial, that is social, individual, that actually stimulates the wants and desires of a customer, and of course it converts their wants and desires into a demand of that particular product or the service that is being offered in that marketing program or by a particular brand which is getting marketed. So let's talk about these elements one by one. how they formulate these, you know, four, five elements that I have just listed in front of you, how they completely formulate the marketing as a process. When we talk about marketing as a process, first of all, it is managerial, of course, because it is very well managed, it is very well planned, coordinated, implemented, and of course, evaluated also. Why evaluated? Because obviously, when you're not evaluating the efforts that you are doing, when you're not measuring the results you are getting, and when you're not giving a proper feedback, ultimately the marketing program as a whole gets ruined, gets doomed, gets spoiled. So that is why it is a managerial concept. Secondly, it is a social concept, because the products are marketed in a society. They are meant for the society, for the and of course, any kind of product and offering that is offered by a brand ultimately leads to the enhancement and upliftment of the society. Sometimes a lot of brands, products, ideas, solutions, which are marketed, are actually giving a solution to some problem which exists in the society. Unless you're addressing any particular problem that is existing in a society, it is more or less likely that the brand is not going to do as well as it should. For example, if there is a problem of water hardness in a particular area, the marketers hunted for a solution. That, okay, fine, we have solved the problems of bacterial growth in water, the viruses in water, by developing the aqua gods and such systems in which e-boiling technology was there and charcoal cleaning technology was there. But then water hardness was another problem which was addressed in water content, and to give you a softened water with reduced hardness, RO systems were developed. So that is why marketing is social. And of course, marketing is oriented or directed towards an individual. Why? Because it is satisfying each and every customer's needs and wants, and then creating a desire out of them. And once it creates a desire out of them, it develops a demand for the product or the brand which is marketed. Once these wants and desires are actually understood by the marketers, it is very easy for you to actually convert them into demand. And once a demand for your product or your brand is converted, it is quite highly likely that the decision of the customer or the choice of the customer will turn in favor of that brand that is promoted by in that marketing program. So I hope that you have now understood that marketing is basically defined as a process which is managerial, social, individual. It is oriented towards satisfying the wants, desires, and demands of particular products or services by an individual. Let's move ahead and talk about, what are the concerned elements behind these, entire customer base, which is supposed to be addressed by the marketer. So as far as the customers are concerned, there are three main elements which are supposed to be addressed by a marketer. First of all, you need to address the customer value. You have to understand the difference between the values that the customer gains from owning a particular product, and of course by using that product versus the cost of obtaining that product, or getting the ownership of that product. So that is what is customer value. And unless you are addressing the customer value properly, you are not able to generate good customer base. You are not able to generate good customer segment in the market, and you are not able to ultimately generate a good market share. So it is highly important that once the customer value is identified, after that, the next thing that you have to address is nothing but customer satisfaction. The extent to which a product's perceived performance in delivering a value would match a buyer's expectation. Obviously, whenever you are going to buy a particular product, you have some expectations associated with that product. And unless that customer satisfaction is reached, unless your expectations are matched by the brand that you have acquired, the customer is not going to give you a good feedback. And this is highly important that the customer gets satisfied with. There is a very common saying in marketing that one happy customer will tell 5 others, but one unhappy customer will tell 50 others. And today in the world of social media, he is going to tell it to the entire world. So that is why customer satisfaction is highly important. The next element that is to be addressed is, of course, the quality. Once you have understood what are a product's perceived performance by the buyers, the quality is the next characteristic of a product or a service that bear on its ability to satisfy the stated or implied customer needs. So unless the product quality is matched upon, it is not going to perform well in the market. Let's move ahead and talk about the few little terminologies or philosophies behind marketing as an introductory part of this session. I have jotted down a few points in front of this screen that is appearing, wherein I talk about your agreement or disagreement regarding the marketing management philosophies. The first philosophy is regarding production. Consumers will always favor the products that are available and highly available. Now, I need an answer from you, or at least an introspection from you, whether you think it is correct or not. Of course, as we move ahead in the session, you will obviously get your own answers. So my second question is about a product, that the consumers will favor products that offer the most quality, performance, and innovative features. It's very obvious. Why would you buy a product that does not match your expectations, that is not good in quality, has poor performance, and is not having any sort of innovative features? Then comes your selling part. Consumers will not buy unless an organization undertakes a large-scale selling and promotional effort. Of course, because there are so many brands being hammered upon a customer. There are so many brands who are raising their hands in advertising and telling the customer to buy them. Then why would you, be chosen as a brand, or why would your brand be chosen by the customer? The simple thing is that your marketing efforts are truly better than anyone else's marketing efforts. The next concept is nothing but the main core marketing concept, wherein you are determining the needs and wants of the target markets and delivering the desired satisfactions more effectively and efficiently than the competitors. The last one is nothing but societal marketing. Generating customer satisfaction and long-run societal well-being are the keys to both achieving the company's goals and fulfilling its responsibilities. So, these are a few main aspects market. This is another very important process of creating and maintaining and of course enhancing strong value-laden relationships with your customers and other stakeholders who are there for your brand is a highly important thing. So that is what is relationships marketing. When a company tries to develop good public relations, holds press conferences, tells them about the great efforts that they are doing, sometimes they play their role in the corporate social responsibilities by supporting some key societal issues, and sometimes providing help to the members of the society who are poor. All these are relationship marketing. So when we talk about marketing management as a practice, essentially there are two main types. The first one being entrepreneurial marketing, wherein a business is started by an individual, then they have their own creativity, have their own drive, perseverance. All these things become a key to the success of that particular brand in which one entrepreneur has been promoted and one entrepreneur is carrying his business forward, right? Then, of course, there is this formulated marketing, wherein there is a professional and a very disciplined approach, and you are trying to achieve this market orientation through this disciplined and professional approach. And your marketing efforts are totally well planned and well organized and well formulated, because sometimes these types of marketing tactics are used by big brands and big business houses. So it is obvious that formulated marketing functions very well in these cases. Now let's talk a bit about the orientations toward marketing, how slowly this evolution took place and marketing was accepted as a concept, as a whole by the sellers all around the world and by the brands all around the world. In fact, the concept of brand was also introduced by marketing. So initially, before 1930s, there was only this production concept. In production concept, we always believe that demand. You have to produce the product in such a high demand that it exceeds the supply that is required. And when the demand will be too high and exceeding the supplies, obviously the sales will grow up. Whereas if you talk about the selling concept existed somewhere between 1930s to 50s, wherein it was understood that you have to understand how much of a product is demanded, and then you have to generate the supply of that particular product. So this was actually the key aspect in this selling concept. And of course, as we moved from the selling concept towards the marketing concept, post 1960s, somewhere people started understanding that a customer cannot be loaded with the products which we feel are right for him, because now education was growing and people were becoming more intelligent and people were understanding the needs that they had. People started understanding what they required to lead a good lifestyle. Slowly the concepts were developing at a higher pace, and this was the time when the marketeers had to analyze the consumer needs before hammering or throwing some product over the customers. And they understood that just by mere producing and selling you cannot actually achieve the kind of sales which you can achieve by proper market orientation, by proper competition, by properly understanding the requirements of your customer. So let's talk about these concepts in brief. when I talk to you about a production concept, the production concept is basically a belief that states that the customers would always acquire the products which are cheaper and more readily available or widely available in the market. The production concept basically advocates that the more abundantly the products are and the more hugely the production is running, more would be the sales. In countries where labor is very cheap and easily available, the production can be maximized while minimizing the costs, hence increasing the production efficiency. When we talk about the selling concept is basically an idea that the consumers will not buy enough of the firm's products unless the firm undertakes a large scale selling and of course a promotional effort along with it. So selling concept can be described in which companies focus on their selling and advertising strategies as a whole. When I talk about any kind of marketing concept, marketing basically includes those business activities that are designed to satisfy your consumer needs and wants through the exchange process. Marketing managers use the right principle, getting the right goods or services to the right people at the right place, time, and with the right correct price. So using the right promotional techniques is highly important in this case. Today, many firms have been adopting marketing concept and slowly the rest of the concepts are washing out or are already washed out. So, basically this marketing concept involves identifying your consumers' needs and wants and then producing the products which can be any kind of goods, services or ideas that will satisfy them while making a profit. Relationship marketing basically entails forging long-term relationships with the customers, which can lead to repeat sales, reduced costs, and of course, stable relationships. Whenever I talk about stable relationships, any kind of organization today is keenly looking towards a loyal and a hugely loyal customer base. You can always achieve a brand loyal customer base when you are catering to the relationships properly, you are managing their issues properly, you are addressing their problems very promptly. Any company which succeeds today is the one which is giving a good after sales service. The companies which do not give good after sales services are highly likely to fail in future. We have seen in many big brands cases that those brands could not do flourishingly well just because they were not addressing to the customers' problems and issues and they were not able to manage their stable relationships with their customers. I hope you have understood what is the importance of this, relationship in relationships of the brands with the customers. Let us now move ahead towards, the comparisons between the marketing concept and the selling concept. Here I have tried to depict this marketing concept with the versus the selling concept. The marketing concept basically starts at the level of market. Then they hunt for the, customer basis. Then comes the step of understanding the customer needs. Once you have understood the needs, you start an integrated marketing effort, which starts right from development of the product to bringing the product in the core form, and then selling that product, distributing that product in the market, and finally deriving the profits from the satisfied customers after the sales of that product. And whereas when you talk about the selling concept, as I've shown you on the screen, the selling concept basically starts from the factory, moves towards the product, then sell and promote it. Then, of course, the profits through sales volumes are acquired. So you can easily understand the difference between marketing concept and selling concept, and the main reason why slowly selling concept was washed out of the markets and the marketing concept came in. So now let's talk about the marketing management. What is marketing management? Marketing management is the process of planning and executing the conception, pricing, promotion, and distribution of ideas, goods, and services to create exchanges that satisfy individual and organizational goals. And this definition is again acquired from the books of Philip Kotler himself. So when I talk about marketing management as a whole, marketing management has the task of influencing the level, timing, and composition of demand in a way that will help the organization achieve its objectives. I hope that I'm making marketing management's definition absolutely clear to you. Now let us move ahead and talk about some common problems that are supposed to be addressed after you've understood the basic concept, but now as you will move ahead with me in the next sessions, you will have to address some common problems in marketing. The first one being, how can we identify and choose profitable market segments? How can we differentiate our offer from that of our competitor? How should we react to these competitors? How can we satisfy our customers and build a brand loyalty? How can we measure the effectiveness of an ad campaign, of public relations, of promotion, etc., etc.? So these are the common marketing problems which every marketer has to address at one point of time. Now, to address these common marketing problems, it is highly important for you to get an in-depth knowledge of marketing management as a subject. Now, this course is, of course, particularly designed for the undergrads and is also supportive to the postgrad students, because I will be covering some in-depth insights into the marketing, and we will also talk about some advanced marketing concepts as we move ahead in the sessions. So even MBA students can get a lot of benefit from these sessions that we will be having now onwards. I hope that you have liked the first session and you have understood and got a basic understanding of this first session very well. So moving ahead, I would also like to draw your attention towards a small little quiz that I have framed for you people. And while we answer the questions in this quiz, you will also get an understanding whether the concepts of marketing have become totally clear to you people or not. So shall we start with the quiz now? So here comes my first question to you people. The process of creating, maintaining, and enhancing strong value-laden relationships with the customers and other stakeholders is called, and there are some options given under it: relationship marketing, amateur marketing, indefinite marketing, or societal marketing. The answer is, of course, relationship. I hope that you've got it straight and clear. The next question is, the traditional marketing mix includes product, price, place, and promotion. Yes, the answer is C. The next question is the production concept concentrated on demand and supply, product price place distribution, product price place promotion, or price and distribution. The answer is product price place and promotion. Which concept believes in focusing on the needs and wants of the customers so the organization can distinguish its products from the competitors' offerings? Yes, the answer is C, marketing concept. Here is my next question to you people. Integrating all of the organization's activities includes production and promotion to satisfy the customer's wants and needs, and it is an integral part of which concept? Selling concept, producing, marketing, barter system. Yes, it is marketing concept. I hope all of you have got it right because that is what we have been studying for past 40 minutes. My next question is marketing is all about achieving long-term goals for the organization by satisfying customer wants and needs legally and responsibly. Is it true or false? Yes, the answer is true. Marketing is all about achieving long-term goals by satisfying consumer wants, of course, through legal means, and you also have to be responsible towards the society. My next question is starting point of marketing concept. Yes, do you remember the diagram that we had studied just now? When I was talking to you about marketing concept versus selling concept. So what was the starting point of that marketing concept? Whether it was the production house or the factory, whether it was the market, customer, or product. Yes, you are right. The answer is B, the market. And here is my last question to all of you. Marketing includes those business activities that are designed to satisfy consumer needs and wants through the exchange process, manufacturing process, promotion process, or communication process. Yes, the answer is A, the communication process. So with this, I am ending this session with a thank you note for being such a patient listener for past 40-45 minutes of this session. I hope you have thoroughly enjoyed attending this session as much as I have enjoyed delivering this session. Be definitely viewing my next sessions to get a deeper insight on marketing. We'll be continuing with the first unit of marketing in some more future sessions, and after that we will be moving on to the core concepts of the different marketing mix and their elements and the strategies of marketing. This journey of marketing management course is going to be thoroughly interesting and knowledge enhancing for you people. We will be also discussing more and more cases, examples, and I will also be assigning you some assignments for as case studies to check upon and enhance your knowledge and skills of solving those case studies, because you are the future of marketing. You are the upcoming next generation, and on your ideas depends the future of marketing, the future of brands, and it is upon your skills and knowledge that the marketing world is going to grow. So with a positive note of having a happy and satisfied viewer, this is Dr. SWATI MISHRA from SURESH GYAN VIHAR University's International School of Business Management signing off. So it was really a pleasure to have such a wonderful audience in front of me. I really hope that you have enjoyed this session as much as I have enjoyed delivering it. Thank you so much. I will be definitely eager to get your positive feedbacks on this session. I would also welcome negative ones because they are the actual feedbacks which would help me enhance my presentations and skills in future. Thank you so much, all of you. Have a nice day. Bye bye. Take care.